Okay, so today we're going to be covering area of oblique triangles. Now, many of you may remember from geometry that in order to find area, typically for triangles, we've done area equals 1/2 base times height. Well, there are times where you're not able to find the height of the triangle or the length of the base, and then the formula won't work. So our mathematicians went out and they wrote new formulas for finding area of oblique triangles depending upon what you are given. So the first formula we're going to work with is literally called area of an oblique triangle. Not very creative. So the area of any triangle is 1/2 the product of their lengths of two sides times the sine of their included angle. So here's the bottom line, guys. You're going to use this formula anytime you're given side, angle, side. This formula is on your purple sheet for you to see, just in case you need it. But what you'll see here is the formula is area equals 1/2 BC sine A. Okay, so if you're given big A, then you're going to use this formula. If you're given big C, then you're going to use this formula. And if you're given big B, you're going to use this formula. So you're only going to be using one of these. Now, I will tell you another way to remember this is just that area equals 1/2 times a side times another side times the sine of whatever your angle is. Okay, so we always just put a side here, and then an angle after the sine, and we'll get the right answer every time, whether you're given A's, B's, and C's, or P's, A's, and T's, or whatever it may be. Okay, so here's our first example. Find the area of the triangle having the indicated sides and angle. So you're going to notice that this is a side, angle, side triangle. Okay, if you're not sure, you can always draw your picture where A is 27 degrees, little b is 5, and little c is 7. So we're going to be able to use our formula. So we're actually going to say that area equals 1/2, okay, then times the first side, so times 5, and then times the second side, so times 7, and then sine of my angle, which is 27 degrees. Okay, now once you get to there, you're actually going to just pick up your calculator, okay, and you're going to type that in. So when you pick up your calculator, you're going to do 1/2 times 5 times 7 times sine of 27. And guys, that's your area of your triangle, 7.94. And because we don't know whether it's feet or inches or miles, we're just going to say square units. Okay, so that is area in a triangle. So I'm going to do one more just to be sure we know what we're doing. So in this one, this is also a side angle side triangle. So if I'm looking for my area, I'm going to do 1/2, and then going by my rules, times the first side, which is 4, times the second side, which is 8, and then times the sine of your given angle, which is 80 degrees. And then we're going to type that in your calculator. So 1/2 times 4 times 8. So 1/2 times 4 times 8 times the sine of 80. And you're going to press enter. And you're going to get 15.76. And again, we're going to say square units because we don't quite know what our units are. Okay, so guys, that's area of an oblique triangle when given side, angle, side. Now, we also have something called Heron's formula, okay? And this is when you're given side, side, side. So if you're given all three sides, then you're going to use Heron's formula, and the formula is in this blue box, okay? You're going to notice that area equals, and this is a ginormous square root, okay? And then you have S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Now, all of you are asking, what does S mean? So here, where S is 1/2 times the sum of the sides. So every time you're going to find S, and then you're going to substitute S into the formula. So here is our example. Find the area of the triangle with side lengths 5, 8, and 10. So we are going to start by finding S, and that formula is 1/2 A plus B plus C, which is the sum of the three sides. So we're going to do 1/2 times 5 plus 8 plus 10. Okay, and when you do that, you get that S is 11.5. Now, please remember, don't round S because you're going to use it later on. So if you had gotten 11.757, you got to use the whole decimal, okay? But most often, that's not going to happen to you. So then we're going to use our area formula, and it's the square root, and it's S times S minus A, S minus B, and S minus C. So we're going to take our ginormous square root. We're going to substitute S as 11.5. We're going to have 11.5 minus our first side, which is 5. And then 11.5 minus our second side, which is 8. And 11.5 minus 10, which is our third side. And then all you're going to do is type this in your calculator. Okay, so let's do it. So we're going to get a big square root, and we're going to do 0.5 times 11.5 minus our first side, so minus 5. Then 11.5, oops, not 111. 11.5 minus our second side, so minus 8. And then 11.5 minus 10. And then you're going to press enter. And guys, that's the area of your triangle, 19.81. Okay, and again, we don't know feet, miles, or inches, so we're going to say square units. And that is finding area with Heron's formula. So we're going to do one more of those just to be sure. Okay, so this says find the area of the triangle whose sides are 11, 16, and 17. So you're always going to start with finding S again, so that's half the sum of the sides. So 11 plus 16 plus 17. And you would type that in your calculator, and you're going to get that S is 22. Okay, so then to find our area, we're going to use our formula again. Remember, that's S, S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. So we are going to have the square root of 22, and then 22 minus 11, 22 minus 16, and 22 minus 17. Then you're going to open up your calculator, okay? And when you get your final answer, you're going to get 85.21 square units. And guys, that is the area of your triangle. So at the end of this lesson, you should be able to find the area of a triangle if you're given side, angle, side, or if you're given side, side, side.